Hi everybody, welcome again to another English class here on Verbling.com. My name is Lisa. I'm one of the English teachers here at Verbling, and this hour we're having a speaking class. So if you want to come and join us and practice speaking English, then welcome. If you have a reservation, of course, you can use the reservation now in the first 2 minutes of the class. If you don't have a reservation for this hour, then you can just wait 2 minutes, and then when you see the join class button up there on top, then you can click on it and join the class. To join the class, you do need to be a Verbling.com member, and in order to do that, you just need a credit card, and you can become a member by joining. You can pay the monthly fee, or you can just try it out for a week for free. And also you can just buy some like 10 classes at a time if you don't think you can use it for a whole month. So hi, welcome, LinkedIn, how are you? LinkedIn, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. LinkedIn Diego, how are you? Where are you calling from?
Hello. Are you listening me?
Now I can hear you, yes.
Oh, okay. Uh, what did you ask?
Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Cool. What part of Brazil?
Minas Gerais.
Oh, okay. Minas Gerais. What city?
It's a very, very, very small city. São Gonçalo do Pará is a saint.
Oh,
A saint, a name of a saint.
aha. Okay. Nice. Welcome. Are you new to Verbling?
Yes, I started last week,
Aha.
and this is my second day actually.
Okay.
The weekend I didn't study.
How did you learn about Verbling?
Uh, I can't remember. I think uh, I searched at internet.
On the
I don't
internet.
know.
Just searching, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how people find things these days, just searching around on the internet.
Yes,
Great.
Google is everything.
Exactly. Just keep clicking buttons and finding things.
Yes, and
Okay,
I
well,
like
welcome to.
Verbling.
Great. Awesome. Yeah, we have a lot of good stuff here. So my name is Lisa. I'm one of the teachers. I live in the United States. I'm from the United States. I actually live in the state of Washington, which is on the West Coast. And yeah, this is one of the times that I usually teach classes. So welcome. And Mehmet, how are you doing?
Hello, everything's fine. Thank you for asking. How about you?
Hey, everything's pretty good with me too.
Very good.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit rainy outside, so
Rainy.
yeah, it's raining a little bit, I think. It's not too
Here
bad.
is so cold too.
Oh yeah, where are you?
Turkey.
Oh yeah, in Turkey. Okay, that's what. And it's cold?
Yes, so cold here.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that usual for this time of year?
It's usually this for this season,
Uh-huh.
and now 5 degree here.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know it was coming so soon. Are you like up in the mountains or something?
No, no, no,
No?
no.
Oh yeah. Where? Well,
But
tell me
this
again where you
morning,
are. What,
sorry,
Mehmet? Tell me again what city you're in.
Konya, middle of the Turkey.
Middle of Turkey. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. Great. Well, let's see. We had a lot of reservations for people, so people will probably start coming in a minute. So usually in the beginning, especially of a speaking class, I just like to take a minute and talk to people, see how you're doing, and wait to see if we have people join us. So let me say hi to Diego. Hi, Diego. How are you today?
Hi, Lisa, I'm fine. You?
Good. I'm doing well. Thank you. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Alex, how are you today?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
All
And you?
right. I'm good. Alex, were you just in another class?
Now,
No? Okay.
No, no.
All right. I was just wondering. I haven't been on Verbling yet today, so I saw that the class was booked, but not everybody's showing up. But that's something to pay attention to. Also, LinkedIn, if you're new on Verbling, so, you can make a reservation for a class, but you
Mhm.
only have the reservation for the first 2 minutes of the class, and then after that, it goes away. So even if a class says fully booked, it's always a good idea to just, if you want to take that class, come at the time that it starts and actually see how many people show up, because not everybody always shows up. So people change their mind or something comes up and things change, and that's okay, because on Verbling it's very flexible and you get to come and go as it fits your schedule. All right, so let me just say hi to everybody and let me tell you what we're going to do. So this is a speaking class, so I have a list here of some random questions that I've been adding to and changing as we keep using the list, and they're just some questions to get us speaking, to get you guys speaking, because I want to give you lots of practice with speaking in English. And so the way we do this is we just go question by question and we just talk for 1 hour. So we're going to, everybody will have a chance to talk, and the only thing, there aren't too many people right now in the class. Sometimes if there are more people, we have to keep our answers a little bit shorter, but right now there are just 4 people, so you guys will have more time to talk, which is a good thing. And also I'm here to help you. So like one of the ideas for the speaking class is not just to help you practice speaking in English, but you might also want to try some new phrases, some new expressions maybe you've been learning, maybe some phrasal verbs. And if you're not sure how to use them, you can just ask me. You can say, I'm trying to say this, or how do you say this correctly? I don't want to interrupt you to correct you, so I might, if I hear something, I might just write it in the Verbling chat so you can check there to see. In general, it's just getting you guys used to speaking English without thinking too much, without translating too much from your own language, and let's just have a conversation. So the first question, this is where we left off last time, number 1 is, do you think people are born evil? Now this is obviously a philosophical type of question, could be a psychological type of question, but people probably have their own personal opinions, whether it's based on any true information or just personal experience. You can tell me what you think. Let me tell you what I was thinking with the word evil, though. Make sure everybody understands that as the key word here. Evil is used to describe in English, when you do something bad to somebody and you know it. You know you're going to do it. You're planning on doing it. Obviously, people would describe certain politicians or warlords, things like that, as evil because they knew what they were doing and they were doing horrible things to people, for example. So that's what it means. And do you think people are born that way, or do they become that way because of their life? So Alex, let's start with you. What do you think about this question?
Okay, yeah, it's a deep question. So, well, I think that humans don't born evil.
Mm-hmm.
I think humans are malleable,
Mm-hmm. Malleable, yeah.
and yes, but I think we are malleable, but we born. Well, it's my opinion. I think
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
it's okay.
we born. What do you say? Good, with good,
Good.
good-hearted.
Good-hearted, yeah. Uh-huh. With good intentions, like we start off maybe with a good heart.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, because every person trends to love when when we are babies, we need the warmness of the mother, of the family. We need love, and if we get this love, then we can project this love to the others as well. But if we don't receive this love, it's the problem. That's why there are many people that when they grow up, maybe they have affection, they have lacks of affection.
Lack of affection. Yeah.
Lack of affection, yes.
Like if they didn't learn that when they were younger, or they weren't treated that way when they were younger, they don't really know how to be affectionate. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the problem.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. Is your opinion based on personal experience with people like that, or seeing people grow up, or basically just like reading and hearing about or thinking about it on your own kind of thing?
Well, I'm a teacher, I'm an educator, and I'm very close with children, so I don't know. I have this opinion. Just it's based in my observations, my observations about the children's behavior. I think they are good-hearted.
So what you see and making connections between how they're behaving and maybe how they have been raised or how they've been growing up.
Yes, because children who have good families, families with good education and
Nurturing, stuff like that.
structured. Can you say structured?
Structure. Yeah.
So if these children have these kind of families, there are more probabilities that these children are raised correctly with good emotions, good feelings to the others. But children, once I worked as a volunteer in a house where lived some children without families.
Some orphan, like an orphanage?
Yes, some of them were orphanages.
Orphans,
Orphans, and others have families. Maybe the father was alcoholic, the mother was in jail, and all that kind of
I
things.
see. Yeah. Okay.
There, I remember that I noticed a lot of difference between these children and the normal children. So it's important the love the love children receive when it's a baby. It's decisive.
Yeah, we can say it makes a difference.
It makes a difference. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. Diego, what do you think about this question? Do you think people are born evil?
Oh, sorry, the microphone. Well, I think that depends on the temperament of people, because even if you grow up in a bad situation, in a better one, most depends on you.
Mhm.
And another thing is that I know I don't believe, I think that zodiac signs are pure rubbish, but sometimes it happens that the temperament depends on your sign, on your zodiac sign.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, there are many common way of believing in people that are birthed in the same period of the year, and well, apart from that, well, I mean, I think that being evil is something that is in your mind. It's not something that, well, it's true that you could have an harder, a tough childness, like maybe you were beaten when you were a child, but but I don't think that as Alex, I guess, said, depends on you. If you are you have a great heart, so you are good-hearted. Even if your life is difficult, you can be a good person without. So, and sometimes, even if your life is easy, you can be a bad one. So.
Yeah, that's why this topic is so interesting, because we have examples of lots of different possibilities, like children who they don't have a loving parent in the home, maybe, or they experience trauma when they are very young, and they turn out to be maybe not so evil, like somebody like Hitler is known to be evil, but maybe somebody who lies a lot or cheats on people, they do some things knowingly that would be hurtful, so they're not like totally evil. But then we have other examples of people who seem to have had a lot of care in their young years and still make bad choices, that might lead them to doing other things. So, and we also have the opposite, which I think, Diego, you're saying is there are people who are not evil, even though they grew up in a difficult situation, maybe without their parents, or in a hard home or something like that. So yeah, it's interesting. I put a link up in the Verbling chat, a book I recently read that was interesting. An author was trying to understand this, and what role do genes play versus environment and situation, that type of thing. So it's definitely not a one-size-fits-all answer. So what do you think, Lincoln? Do you think people are born evil? Do they become that way? How does it happen that we end up with humans that aren't very nice to other humans?
I think this is very complicated.
Yes.
It depends a lot of variables.
Yes.
I don't know. It depends how this person is raised.
Yeah, that's right.
If he has a lot of good people around, kindness, good example, probably he will be a good person, right?
Usually that's what we think, yeah.
Yes, but it can happen that one person that has everything I said now become a evil person, and so these people probably born evil, right?
Well,
and
yeah.
and even having all this good example, he become a evil person. So, as I said, it's complicated.
Well, one of the interesting complications is maybe it's not really in the realm of evil so much, but it's definitely, some people might say it's evil, the idea of corruption. And there's a famous saying that I'm writing in the Verbling chat that says, power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So some of these people, maybe it wasn't until they got some kind of power, like political power or military power or something, that they started to become more corruptible, like, and do some things that we would say are evil, for example. So you never know what is, like you said, the variables, you know, things affect you at different times in your life. So it's interesting.
Yes, once I read about psychiatry.
Okay,
That he was studying about
psychotic people, or
yes, psycho
okay.
people.
Yeah.
And he realized that he was he had everything to, what? He had everything to become a psychopath.
Oh, okay.
I think it was 3 variables to really become a psychopath. But he has a good when you are a children, you have a good childhood.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of kindness of his parents, so he didn't have the trigger to become.
Oh, okay.
So, he born evil, but he become a good person. I don't know.
Yeah. That's some people. I've heard that too. Yes. Some people think about that in terms of genes. It either gets triggered or not, depending on the situation. Yeah.
Yes. If it depends what is happening. You are a good person, but suddenly, I don't know. You enter in your house, your home, and there is a thief making bad things with your family, so you become a evil person temporarily, and then regrets what you have done.
Yeah, what you have done. Yeah. Sure. Okay. I just want to say hi to Ken and Everin. I see you guys came in, so welcome, you guys.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So we're just working on number 1. Everybody's getting a turn to express themselves, and so we're on Mehmet now. So Mehmet, what do you think about this idea of people being born evil?
Yes, actually, I will say same again, as friend said. And I think family and friends is really important on this subject. Also, family. If a family don't control their children, that would be a really big problem, I think. And you know, I think I don't think a people can born as an evil, but you know, environment makes people bad, I think. You know, also friends is really important thing. Yes,
You hang around with and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Also, that may be interesting for you, but I think movie and series, you know, television, is really important. You know, some movies, some series can make people tend to angry. You know, mafia, gun, killing. These signs make our children really bad. I think this is so important.
Do you think a lot of people believe that too, and I'm always curious because this is one of those things where, let's say 10 people watch a violent movie, you know?
Really, violent violent movie, yes, yes.
Yeah, but then all 10 of those people don't go out and do something violent. Maybe 2 people do, or 3. So there's something different going on. Maybe it's what LinkedIn was referring to, some kind of trigger or something that happens. Because not everybody becomes a more violent person just because they play a video game or watch a movie, or there's something else.
Yes, yes, you're also right, yes. I completely agree that.
So that's interesting, you know, and you don't know who it's going to affect in that way.
Yes, yes, yes.
I was thinking about the games. Games. What is the word?
Video games.
Games influence. Video games influence. If you have a hard mind, I don't know. If you have your mind set, I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, if you have your mind set.
Yes. A strong mind, I don't know. You can see anything in games or movies, and you know that it is wrong, and
I see. Okay.
you understand.
Yeah.
But this person, these people, like the terrorists, I don't know. I think this have a weak mind, influenceable. I don't know.
You could say they are, easily influenced. They are easily influenced.
Yes. So, to this kind of person who is easily influenced, probably movies and video games can change their mind. And
I see. Yeah.
I was just thinking about this. I don't know. How say it is complicated. It is
so complicated. Yes. Yes.
The human mind is complicated.
Yeah, and it's not new. You know, it's not just people are not just violent because of video games, because there has been a lot of violence in the history of human beings before video games or TV or movies even existed. So, yeah. Ken, what do you think about this?
I think human was born on the blank paper, and after that, environment or could be what picture you draw, it's up to you. Maybe in a small child, kind of environment, their environment influenced you a lot, and even the adult people, you know, environment influenced you, their action. It could be the one vehicle. So, but anyway, it's your life. You can draw the picture, what you like, what you intend.
Well, so here in the United States, a lot of researchers, scientists are talking a lot about neuroscience. So the idea of the brain and, you know, different parts of the brain and chemical reactions that are happening in the brain. So some people think, for example, let's see, some people tend to have something actually different going on in their brain, whether it's related to like their genes or some kind of chemical reactions that kind of influence them to do things that maybe you or I wouldn't do because we don't have that. And in fact, they don't maybe have control over it, actually. Do you think that's a possibility, or?
In a special case, it could happen, but you know, we are born this way. Lady Gaga says. So you know, just I think human was born not how can it, evil or good. That's the human. They were born that way. So how to live their life, it's up to them. It's kind of.
So people have free choice. Are you saying people have?
Yeah, right. And what you think and what you actually do is different. That's I think important point, I guess. Yeah, actually, people has a lot of different desire, but if you all desires, actually, it's gonna cause a huge problem. for you and for the person and for other people too.
Yes, yes, sure. Yeah, and it's just so interesting because, you know, every day in the news, if you watch the news, it's mostly filled with things, crime and things that are going bad in the world, and it's all people, you know, so people, this person killed this person, these people are bombing these people are, you know, escaping from this horrible situation, and it's all people doing it. So, yeah. Okay, Everin, what do you think about this? Do you think the people are born evil? Or do they become it along the way somehow?
I think people aren't born evil. It's all about characteristics, I think. And it can be changed.
You think even if they are acting in a certain way, they can change themselves as well? Oops, we lost Efren. Renan, how about you?
I don't think people are born evil. I have a case in my family to illustrate.
Okay.
It's about me, in fact.
Okay. Let's hear it.
When I was an adolescent, I was totally lazy. I didn't like to study. I didn't like to. I would hurt to no matter what. I was going to do what would please me. Okay. And I changed. I was not raised like this. I had the same education my brother had, and I was totally different from him. Our attitudes were totally different. Totally. I mean, and I changed. So we become evil. Okay. In terms of bad action, murdering, robbery, these bad things in life, we choose to practice them. Okay. Of course, it depends on how we were raised. Okay. If I was born in a family who gave me no support, the tendency is that I will become a bad person. But it is not a formula. It's not my family who is going to shape who I am. It's my family and my personality together, mixed. A combination of these elements. I believe.
Yeah. So and I think that's also so curious about humans. I think we all have this type of experience where if you have a family and you have multiple siblings, you know, brothers and sisters, they're not the same. You know, they can be quite different.
I changed basically because I was tired of being compared with my brother, because he was the white one, he was the good one, the best child in the world, and I was the black sheep. Yes, I was tired. I don't want to be like this. I need to change now. Then I did.
So you made a choice.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I see Alessia. You just joined us. Hi there.
Hi guys. Hi Lisa.
Welcome. So Alessia, we've just been talking so far about number 1.
Yeah.
And so what do you think about this? Do you think so far nobody thinks people are born evil. So everybody has said you become that way somehow, maybe based on some different factors, different variables that happen in your life. Could happen when you're younger, maybe you have a tendency and then things happen, or maybe it happens later. Some people have said that, you know, we believe in choice, that, you know, you make the choices in your life and then that's how your life goes. What do you think about this?
In my opinion, everyone has a chance, the opportunity to be to decide what kind of a person wanna be in life. Usually, when you are a child, sometimes you in a teenager time, you didn't really have the right idea about what it's good and no good, bad action and attitude and why. And, I was really it was very interesting about the opinion of my colleagues. I try to understand what was the point starting of your
discussion.
That's all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. All right. Yeah. What's really interesting, I don't know. I think it's still a mystery. Although I do want to share with you guys that there's an author. He's a Harvard professor or something named Steven Pinker, and he's written a couple of books about this. We call it like human nature. And he has written that we actually are living in a less violent time period nowadays. Even though we might think there's still a lot of violence, which there is in the world, it's less in terms of the percentage of people being killed and violent in violent ways, that type of thing. So that's kind of interesting because it doesn't seem like that sometimes, but going back in history, people were pretty violent back then. Okay, let's go to the number 2 question, which is a much lighter, easier type of question and a personal one. What is one thing you could not live without? And tell us a little bit why you wouldn't want to or couldn't live without that thing. So we're going to start back again with Alex. Alex, what is one thing you couldn't live without? There might be others, but you can just tell us one.
Okay, but I have to say one thing, or can I only one?
You can just talk about one, and just because I know we might not want to do without some friends or certain things, but just one is good because we don't have a lot of time.
Well, I think without I couldn't live. It would be my friends, my family, the people who I love, the people who I have around me. Because if I live alone in the world, maybe I would die of depression and sadness. So if I had to say, is the people I love and who loves me as well.
And the people who love you. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think that's pretty common. Yeah, people. It wouldn't be very fun to live all by yourself without people. Okay. Diego, what about you? Is there something in particular that comes up for you?
Well, I think that one thing could be the desire of discovering new things, learn new things, being involved in new stuff. I mean, it's important not to get bored and having goals and something to reach in our life. So this is one, but other.
There are others, sure.
Of course, living abroad, I discovered that family values are fundamental, important. For example, now I'm living here in London without my girlfriend. I miss her so much.
Yeah, sure.
And my family too. So family values are one of the most important things that I can live without.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, thank you. And LinkedIn, what about you? One thing you couldn't live without?
Internet, absolutely.
Admit it. Yes, the internet is so important nowadays.
Just kidding. Yeah, there's a lot of things. I can mention it, all of them. My family, my friends, all sort of these things. But like this last person said, I can't live without learning something new each day, each new day. It's a need.
Yeah, I would have it. That's definitely would be one of the things I couldn't live without. Books or resources to learn new things, people to learn from, learn with. Yeah. Cool. Mehmet, what about you? Mehmet, I don't hear your voice.
Are you talking to me or someone else?
No, I'm talking to Mehmet.
Oh.
His microphone was working earlier, but maybe something changed, connection slowed down maybe or something. So Mehmet, maybe if you're there, I think you are. We're not hearing you, so maybe sometimes you have to move your headphones around or something. The connection cuts off, or refresh your page. But okay, we'll go to Renan. Go ahead, Renan. What's one thing that you couldn't or wouldn't want to live without?
I'm not going to talk about people because I couldn't select only one.
Sure.
My family, because they mean the world to me. Okay,
yeah.
But one thing that I couldn't live without is my house. Because it is the place that I feel comfortable enough to be myself. That is the place who I lived most of my stories, unforgettable stories, and especially today I was walking through the street and I see some homeless people and I destroyed inside. I felt destroyed because I can't imagine someone living without a roof.
Yeah, not having a place to go.
Yes. It's terrible because I feel stressed. I go to university, I have to work, but at the end of the day, I have a bed to sleep. I have some food to eat, made, cooked by my mother. I have my father to talk to. I have my brother to sleep with me by my side and to watch a TV series that we usually do. Yeah, it's amazing having the opportunity to be connected with some people in a special place is very good, and I can't imagine not having this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
That's a good reminder when you see somebody like that. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, thanks for sharing that. Ken, what about you? What is one thing you could not live without, or you wouldn't want to live without, you could say too?
Yeah, probably now internet. I used to be addicted but watching TV, but when I was a kid, but now I'm addicted to internet. Because we can do I can do a lot of different things on the internet, and internet has interaction.
Yes.
That's why it's addictive. It's probably.
Yeah, I think it, it's really an amazing idea or concept that, when I was a young kid, the internet was nothing. I mean, I had no idea. It was in the future. Nobody thought about it. I mean, maybe some people thought about like this, talking to people somehow, but not in your everyday life unless you were very into science fiction or something. And now it's something that you can't even imagine what you would do all day if you couldn't go online and check in with people and read something, and it's amazing.
I sometimes try to watch television, but I got bored.
It's too boring now.
Yeah, because it's one way.
Yeah.
I cannot say anything about the show.
Oh, right.
No interaction. So
no comments.
boring now.
Yeah. Interesting. It is. It definitely has been a life changer for people all around the world. Alessia, what about you?
I agree with the guys. Obviously, I couldn't live without my family, and a part of this family is my bunny Lillo. But I think a nice stuff that really I couldn't alive is without pasta, because pasta the solving of and every dinner problem with the friends or when you yeah, you are at home very late, you have nothing then to cook, and pasta with oil and Parmigiano is something
Classic, yeah.
happy in your evening and solve every problem.
Solves everything. Yeah.
Very fast.
Okay, I have a question because obviously people love, I think people all around the world love pasta or some type of pasta, like different types of noodles maybe and this kind of thing. I'm curious because in the United States, children love pasta. They could eat it like every day, 2 times a day. But some parents think that they shouldn't eat just pasta. They should eat other things. But in Italy, how often do people eat pasta?
Okay, it depends.
Okay.
For me, for example, I eat pasta 2 or 3 days in a week.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I believe that it's very important to have a balanced diet with a lot of vegetables and less carbohydrates.
Okay. Yeah.
Because as you know, pasta and every kind of carbohydrates and rice too are very sweet. Give in your blood sweet.
Okay.
And your glycemic, I don't know if
yeah, we say a glycemic index number.
Glycemic index grow very with a strange line.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The time of, for example, 12 hours.
Yeah.
And so, and I love it. A big plate of pasta when I eat, and I eat only pasta. For example, for the dinner, I cook pasta with a sauce with vegetables, tomato, or every kind of recipe. But I don't know. In many family in Italy, happened that the mommy cook pasta every lunch.
Okay.
And then they eat something else like salads or like ham, something else.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, in every kind of restaurant, you can find pasta and every kind of pasta.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Thanks for that.
But if I have a child, I prefer to give pasta only three times every week.
Yeah.
Everything's too much. It's no good for.
Right. Okay. All right. I think we have time at least for number 3. We might have time for 4 as well. Alex, who do you respect the most? Or one person that you respect a lot? Some of these questions are hard. The one thing or the most, but a person in your life that you respect.
Who I respect the most?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, I would say again my mother, my family, but if I have changed, I would say I respect people who how do you say pursue
Yeah, people who pursue
the truth, people who like to learn and to research about whatever they like. Like philosophers, psychologists, historians, biologists, yes, all the people who want to learn and discover things, and all these kind of people I respect a lot.
Great. Okay. What about you, Diego?
Coming. Okay. Well, the people that I respect the most is the who respect me. So the people I can trust and that can interact with them without feeling some suspects on
suspicious.
Suspicious, and so basically. The ones
that deserve respect.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true. Because you know, it's not so easy. Many of them can, you know, what can I say? Disappoint you in a way or another. So it's not so easy to find someone that you can trust without any doubt.
Yeah.
I respect them when I find them.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Okay, LinkedIn. What about you? Who do you respect?
Besides my parents and family at all, I would like to sit. I don't know. To talk about one rich person. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. Okay.
Okay, he is rich.
He's my neighbor. I was kidding. I live in Washington. He lives in Washington. Go ahead.
He's a rich guy, very a billionaire.
The richest, yeah.
Yes, and he's fighting. He's trying to end polio in the world. And so, if I have as money as him, I would like to try something like that too, not to spend all my money with myself. So this is the kind of person that I will respect. And a lot of things that he has done, but one example is this. Other thing that he has done is his children. I don't know how many, but he didn't give his money to them. They have to work to have money.
Yeah.
I think this way he is teaching that the life is not easy. So yes, Bill Gates.
Okay.
Three children. I didn't know.
Yeah, 3 children. I don't know how old they are right now. They may still be in school, but yeah, he's not going to just give them all kinds of money and so they can just stay home, watch TV, and eat chocolate or something. Okay, Renan, how about you? Who do you respect?
I do not respect one person in particular, but a group.
Okay.
I respect the people who are not quitter. People who, no matter the obstacles they have to face, no matter what they have to go through, but they do what they want till the end. Okay, no matter what, they have the strength. They are strong enough to become fluent in a language, to finish their graduations, to I don't know, to work until they buy something they really want to do, they really want to buy, and that's it. People who are not quitters, because I identify with them, because I'm like this.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I've never given up on anything. I have, but it's difficult. This is my last option. I have hope until I see that there's no way out. Then I have to give up. But I try to be strong.
Ken, what about you? Who do you respect the most?
Yeah, maybe my parents at the beginning, because without them I cannot born. I cannot exist, and they supported
Thank you to them, yes.
yeah, and they supported me, and they loved me. And as for other persons, I admire the persons who try to change the world or achieve to change the world with a non-violent way, like Nelson Mandela, Gandhi, or I forgot the name. Sorry, even though Martin Luther King.
Okay, yeah.
And maybe South Korean Kim Dae-jung, former president. He did the same way. They tried to change the world non-violent way. But authority treated them pretty badly, actually. But even though they keep such a non-violent resistance, so I think they are truly clever, actually.
Yeah.
Because changing the world by force, maybe it temporarily works, but it cannot long forever. Or I mean, it's not a final solution.
Okay.
So I think they are really clever person, and they have a lot of endurance or patience in their mind.
Yeah.
So which I don't have. So I don't want to be about that. About them. Yeah. Like that. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Great. And Alessia, what about you? Who do you respect? Your microphone's muted, Alessia.
Oh, sorry.
No problem.
I don't remember to have pushed the button. I could tell you about my mommy or my fiancé. I prefer to tell you something about my fiancé because as everyone, he has its flaws, and they are few and congested. And but she have a great quality, and I think it's one of the person that have a great will that I have seen. And he always be how do you say autonomous, or he made everything by himself, and very independent. And I respect him because he able to combine, to join, how to arrive at personal goals, big personal goals, and at the same time he is very like funny man. He likes to enjoy the life and have a healthy fun, like as you could imagine, no?
Yeah.
And I think it's very difficult to have this kind of balance in your life because you have a great work, and every time you go up on the step and you arrive, you have ambitious. But in the same time, you are a nice person, a quiet person, and you love to, for example, to go out and listen music all the night. But the day after, you have a second like character.
It's another person, yeah.
It's not. It's that I yet said could sound like a psychopathic with a double personality.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming to class. We just used up all of our time, and I do have another class next, so I want to go to be on time for that. But thanks for coming, and it's always so fun to hear you guys talking because, of course, English, but you always come up with awesome stuff too. So the content is really interesting and and fun. So thanks for coming and participating and speaking. So
Bye,
hope
Lisa.
you had a nice time. Bye, guys. Take care.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.